Hi, I'm Nicole, the artist behind Art by Nicole, and today we're working with PanPastel and colored pencils. So let's go. Now, if you remember last week's video, if you haven't watched it, go back and watch that one first, because I go over how to get accurate proportions with the proportional divider tool. And that helped us create this sketch. Today what we're going to do is prepare the sketch for the PanPastel. Now when I say prepare the sketch, I mean we are going to erase the guidelines we drew in, and we're going to take our kneaded eraser and lift up some of the graphite, not all of it, but some of it, so that we can still see our major shapes. To erase the guidelines, I am using my handy dandy pencil eraser. I will link those down below. And I'm going to go ahead and erase all of the guidelines. Then I'll come back when I'm done. Okay, we've got most of the pencil lines erased from the guidelines. What I like to do is take my kneaded eraser and make like a snake or a log, whatever you want to call it, and just roll it. Now remember, we're not picking up all of the graphite, just some of it, because we don't want it to mix in with our PanPastels. There we go. And to clean our eraser, you just pull it apart, smoosh it around, just play with it. There you go. All clean. Next up, PanPastel. And we're back. As you can see, I did put some masking tape around the edges because I want that nice crisp line. So the first thing we're going to do is the background. I'm going to put in or lay in black, because why not? I went a little bit past the ear, more than I wanted to, but that's fine. You just take an eraser, pick it up, Okay, so we've laid in our background, and what I'm going to do now is start from the top and lay in where I see deep blacks. Okay, that's it for my deep black. I'm going to take a little bit of black, some red iron oxide shade, and put in the nose. That looks pretty good. And take some of this red iron oxide shade and lay it in up here. Now remember, this is not pastel paper, so it's not going to be super sticky with these pastels, but we are going to go over it with colored pencil, so it doesn't need to be 100% perfect. And I'm just laying in this red iron oxide shade wherever I see like this color. And it's, oh, I forgot that pupil. That's probably driving some of you nuts. I'm sorry. Okay, clean off my tool. All right, next I think I'm going to use this burnt sienna, and I'm probably going to use that for most of what's left. And then we'll drop in a little bit of white. Missed a couple spots with the red iron oxide up here. I think that looks pretty good. Now in this area and the neck here, I'm going to lay in some grays because it's not 100% white. I think this is Payne's gray, yep, and neutral gray. A little bit on the chin. Okay, time for the white. And I don't mind that the black and the white are mixing here because there are shadows under the white fur. And I'm trying to go in the direction of how the fur is growing. Alright, clean off the tool. I'm going to put more of a golden color into the eye, so everything's not all like red. And again, this is just a base color. We will come through with colored pencils and detail it out. And I'll also put, that spark of life into the eye with the colored pencils. And that was yellow oxide that I used there. So we've got our base color in. And when you're working with colored pencils, things go a lot faster when you lay in a base color, either with watercolor or gouache or marker. I am really loving the PanPastels, so that's why I chose this today. Plus, watercolor on tanned paper, not so pretty. So, all right, let me clean up and gather my pencils. I decided to use my Derwent drawing colored pencils because I find they lend themselves really well to landscapes and wildlife. And we are drawing wildlife. So, I'm going to start down here in the neck with the ruff. And I'm going to take a cool gray because we're going to be doing shadows. Now you want to make your strokes in the direction that the hair is growing, or fur, sorry. And fur is kind of clumpy. Need something a little bit darker in these shadows too. Let's try chocolate. There we go. And we're not trying to match hair for hair. We are just going for close. Now we need the white. I'm using the Chinese white. And there's a little bit of soft orange for the hair, and I'm going to use the Mars orange. And then come over top with brown ochre. Let's move up to the nose. I'm going to take the chocolate. Actually, that's really dark. I'm going to go with the ivory black. And that black fades into a little bit of brown. And a pink-ish, I'm going to use sanguine. All right, let's work on the chin down here. Take the chocolate. Now we'll take the cool gray. I'll do this side. So we've got some whisker spots. I don't know what they're actually called, but we'll go with whisker spots. And we've got some, let's go with black because we've got a lot of deep shadow in here. Now we'll go with some brown ochre. And cool gray. And then white. Now we're going to work on this whole cheek area. But I think I'm going to start with the eye. Take my ivory black. Take some yellow ochre for the eye here, and then the brown ochre, and Mars orange. Highlight in there. I'll take this terracotta for some of the darker orange hairs. A little bit of brown ochre. And white. Using the chocolate. Terracotta. Brown ochre. And white. Now let's work on a section in here. I'm gonna go with the sanguine. Brown ochre. I'll come in with the yellow ochre a little bit. There's a really strong highlight on his nose, or her nose. I still don't know what kind of cat this is. We're just going to continue working up the nose. Again, we're working in the direction of the fur, and on the nose is where it kind of changes. And now for the other eye. I need to make this other pupil bigger. Something's off about that eye. Last section of the head. So we start with the chocolate. Okay, I think I want to take a creamy color. What is this? Wheat. And kind of blend in a little bit. Make some of these highlights that aren't white, but still very light in color. There we go. I like that. Let's take this chocolate. A little bit of dark spots in here. Not a lot. Okay, and now whiskers. I think it's time to peel the tape. All right, and there we have it. Big kitty. Let me know down in the comments below if you're going to give this a try, or if you followed along with the first part of the video from last week, where we drew out the sketch using a proportional divider. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!